Alright, everybody, what's up? This is the Biggie solo podcast this week. Red's off in Wisconsin, I think, having fun with his friends and his family. I was asked to still do a podcast. I recruited somebody to do it, and he's known as the LeBron James of sucking toes around here, and he canceled. So, no harm, no foul. I guess I can just do this by myself. It's no problem. For those of you wondering what I'm doing, I went and bought the buldak carbonara that Biggie tried, or that Red tried a couple weeks ago. He said it was really good, and he said that it was really spicy after everything was said and done. So I figured I would try it. I also have taro flavored milk tea with boba, whatever. And I also have a Ramune strawberry flavored soda. So I'm gonna drink the soda first. I think that would. But yeah, this is sort of a little bit of an Asian themed episode, I suppose. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinion on this soda. Ready? 3, 2. It's not one to go. Nope, that's loud. Don't want to do that. Man, what is it with this? Oh, do I have to? Yeah, okay, I gotta break it out. I'm stupid. Sorry. Anyway, Red is with his family, I think, up in Wisconsin, so good for them. Hope they're having fun. Hope they're having a great time. I've been having a hell of a week at work. Damn, seriously? Just that week? There we go. There we go. Gotta love the Japanese. They invented this. I'll show it to you guys. So a silver ball would have sat right up in here, and you use a thing to push it down. And then there's these two holes on this side that catch the ball when you go to drink it. So you're not like blocking the flow or anything. That's really cool. Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna dig into this a little bit, and we'll see how this whole episode goes. I'm sorry if this isn't really your kind of thing. I apologize. I'll try not to eat right next to the mic. Yeah, it's spicy as fuck. Holy shit. That's awesome though. So it's rice cakes. It's not noodles, right? So it's just these like long. Come on. I guess I can stab it. I have a fork. It's just these long rice cakes, and they're like in a sauce, and you put a powder in there. Really solid. Boiling water for about 2.5 minutes in the microwave. Then you stir in the powder. Pretty good. It's not bad. It's spicy as fuck, but holy shit. He wasn't kidding. He was like, yeah, it hits later. Now I'm kind of worried if later is not later, and it's not, you know what I mean? I think this hits pretty hard right now. Soda, cheers. Oh, strawberry flavored. I love it. So, with Red being gone, and with me not having much to talk about, I figured we hit a couple different things and maybe discuss a couple different things to see what you guys kind of think of where this channel should go and what it should be doing, and maybe we can find a happy middle ground. Damn, that's fucking spicy. I should have brought like a third drink. I might text the wife. Holy shit. Did I clog it? Come on, ball. Get out of there. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway, Jesus. So this week there's been a lot of trending topics. The one I figured we'd talk about a little bit, because I'm just a dirty perv, is the Sydney Sweeney ad controversy. Have you guys heard about this? Apparently she did a ad for, is it American Eagle? American Eagle, Air Apostle, something like that, where she shows cleavage. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. It's not all it is, you know what I mean? But, like, that's all it is. People are, I guess, upset. I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, we've never been a country that shied away from the idea that sex sells. You know what I mean? Like, that's 9 times out of 10 what people are using to advertise anyway. So, the fact that people are just being a little on the nose about it, it's kind of wild, right? I don't know what you guys think. Feel free to let me know. Um, I don't get it. She's a very attractive woman. She's gonna be, you know, a sex symbol. It's just what she is. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, I'm not saying this like as a perverted man. No, like, people have long before me been like, no, she's, you know what I mean? Like, this is not something that's new. She's been a symbol for a while. And just the fact that they were making bars of soap made with her bath. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I don't know. That's just wild that people are getting super upset about it. And I feel like it's just not a necessary thing. Like, use your time doing something else. Why not? You know what I mean? But I guess feel free to let me know what you guys think. You know what I mean? Everybody's got an opinion. This is gonna be a bad podcast. I'm so sorry. This is almost as bad as one of my streams. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. The idea of an attractive woman, like Marilyn Monroe, you know what I mean? She, like, sure, she did ads that were provocative, at least back in the day, you know? It's nothing new. I don't know why people are getting so upset about it. I've never had rice cakes before, so this is kind of like an interesting texture for me. It's still really spicy. Anyway, I'm trying to. I don't want to make this like a long podcast because I don't think it can be, just because it's me. You know what I mean? But I also don't want it to be so short that it's like, hey, that was like a 20-minute podcast, bud, and you didn't talk about anything. I don't want that. I want you guys to at least enjoy yourselves and feel like somebody's sitting here chit chatting with you. And I know instead of 2 dudes sharing their opinion, it's 1 dude, and he's in the middle of eating like hot ramen. I'm sorry. Yeah. Moving on. Question for the week. I don't know how Red finds these questions or these topics. I just Googled question for the week, and then like a 400 page or like a 400 list question thing showed up, and I was like, no, I'll read one of these. And I'll use one of those. And one of them was, do you believe in ghosts? And I was like, this is an interesting topic. Because I don't know if any of you know this about our good friend Red. He used to. I don't know. I don't think he does anymore. Used to believe heavily in ghosts. Like, he would have like experiences and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he'd talk about them. He would definitely like. It'd send you into a tizzy, and it'd send me into a tizzy. But I'm also a little bit pussy. I'm a little pussy. I get scared. Anyway. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Yes or no? And then also, have you had any supernatural experiences if you do believe in them? If you don't believe in them and you've still had supernatural experiences, I guess share that. That'd be kind of interesting too. You know what I mean? So yeah, feel free to share that. I'm shaking the boba. Sorry, that's what probably what you're hearing. I don't know about, man. I'm trying to think of my opinion about whether or not I believe in ghosts. Because that's all this is. This is all opinion based. Some of it's factual, some of it's not. This is rather opinion based. It's like believing in aliens, which if you don't believe in aliens, it's your opinion. So Again, this is gonna be really bad because I'm gonna be burping this time because it's so spicy. Also soda. Um, Man, I want to believe in ghosts. I think is the right answer for me. Like I want to. I want to think that there's something out there that, not to the degree of like, oh, it's the Grudge. You know what I mean? Like where it's a vengeful spirit that's gonna hunt you down. Um, I don't want anything like that, but I do like the idea that a ghost can be a, what's the word for it? Uh, a calming presence, maybe like a watchful spirit, something like that. I like that idea. Um, but I suppose to also believe in ghosts, you'd have to believe in some sort of afterlife, right? Is that how it works? I've always been told that, and I'm always like, well, I guess then I don't believe, but then, no, I still want to. You know what I mean? I want. I'd like to know that maybe my grandpa's watching me or something. I'm sure he'd be disappointed, but that's no different than my parents, I guess. Um, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions on this? Um, every time that I would stay the night at Red's house when he was just a wee lad, like fifth grade or something, maybe even before that, um, because his house used to be, I think his house was the funeral home, or the house next to it used to be the funeral home. But one of the houses they would store the bodies in, and they would bring it over to the other building, like when they were ready. He swore up and down that he like had so many different like experiences in the house. I think he said something about seeing like a demon at one point. I'm like, geez, like back in the day, I was like, oh, that's terrifying. Why am I staying at your house? You're, I'm gonna bring him home to my house. I don't want to do that. I like my mom. My mom, I don't really, at the time I didn't really know much about my dad, but I like my mom. Uh, but I don't know. You know, it's just I never really had any experiences at his house. I didn't. I had one experience when I was at my mom's house, but it wasn't a supernatural experience. It was me being stupid because I saw a light at the like in my doorway, and I was like, "Oh, that's like a spirit watching me or something." Yeah, I was freaked out. And I asked my friend if I could borrow his camcorder because I didn't sleep that night. I was very like paranoid about it. I literally put this camera up and like had it recording my doorway the entire night, only to find out that it was like a light that was shining in from the window beside my bed, and I felt like an idiot after that. So ever since, I've kind of been like, you know what? I think a lot of it is just inside your head, buddy. Uh, that being said, I don't invite these kind of things into my life. I don't want anybody to confuse that. I'm just curious. I don't want nobody being like, oh, I'm gonna fucking set you up with a ghost or a demon. Don't do that. Why? Alright, I guess that's empty. Fun. Fun stuff. Anyway. I'm gonna crack this boba tea open. I'm gonna crack the boba tea open. I love boba tea. It's taro flavored and it's so good, but alright, I have to save that for spicy shit because actually, let me see if I can text my wife real quick. See if she would bring me something. Can you bring me a monster or a Coke vanilla? I said cock vanilla, but she'll know what I mean. Oh, she might be still messing with blueberries, so she probably won't answer. We'll see. Anyway, idiots. My goal is to have this bolt done by the time the podcast is done. I think the longer it sits, the hotter it's just gonna get. It's gonna suck. Again, very good. Like, very good. Aside from the spice, it's a very good flavor. The spice just kills me. I don't know how red does this shit. It's probably in the name. I'm very blonde, very basic, very white. You know what I mean? Can't handle a lot of spicy stuff. You put too much garlic, and I'm like, it's gross. Um, I don't. I love garlic. It's salt. I hate salt. Salt sucks. Which is funny because this has 45% of your daily sodium intake. It's perfect. So that's all I need. Anyway, yeah, we're talking about ghosts. So I don't know. I want to believe. Like I have a problem with people where I'm like, yeah, I would like to believe what you say when you tell me stuff. But I also know people. You know what I mean? Like, people just lie. People lie for no reason. It's stupid. But who knows? I don't know. Before we get to the main topic, I'd like to, if you all would be so much as to oblige me, because if you notice, I'm very game and movie forward. Nick is very game forward. He doesn't really dabble much in movies. He doesn't do a film like I do. He's more football. That's fine. You know, everybody's got their preferences and stuff. But I would just like to take this opportunity. It's beginning of the month. You know what I mean? Like all that kind of stuff. I figured somebody knock on my door. I don't know if anybody knocked on my door. I thought I heard knocking. It's beginning of the month. I figured I would take the opportunity to time to be like, hey, these are the movies, some notable movies that are coming out, and some notable games that are coming out this month. So for movies, since that's more, this is spicy. Oh, so spicy. If you didn't notice, we don't have an intro because I don't have half the fancy stuff that Red has. He's got, like the intro saved on his computer. He's got the YouTube stuff saved on. He's got everything saved on his computer. I have like YouTube and Google Docs. That's all I've got. Like I said, it's gonna be a jank podcast this week. Next week should be back to normal. You gotta wait. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to put up with this nonsense. This just keeps getting redder and redder. Can you believe that? Like, you probably can't tell how red that is. It's very red. Come on, power through. I'm about to start crying. Like, you don't even know. Okay. So, drinking. Maybe the tapioca will help. So movies releasing this month. We have Nobody 2. I've never seen the first one. I heard it was really good. It's the same dude who did John Wick movies, I think. And it's got Bob Odenkirk in it, and he's a really funny dude. So there's that. For horror fans, there's a movie coming out called Weapons. That's got, I think, Josh Brolin in it. So that'll be out this month. That'll be really interesting to see. There's a movie called Caught Stealing. And I've seen trailers for that, and it has something to do with like stealing money from like a bank or something. I don't know if it's stealing money from a bank or stealing money from a business or something, but like a dude gets wrongfully accused or something, I think. I don't remember. It looked interesting, but at the same time I was like, it doesn't look memorable. You know what I mean? I have napkins here in case I need to blow my nose, which I might. My tongue is on fire. I was gonna do this with a guest. Can you believe that? He, he. The LeBron James of sucking toes could not handle this kind of spice. I'm so sorry. Why is this spicy? Yeah. There's also, for you Disney people, Freakier Friday is coming out this month, I believe. Which, it's got Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan coming back together for that, so I'm sure that'll be a movie. No, I don't understand. I don't understand you Disney people. Like, I like Marvel. Marvel, yeah, I understand Marvel's owned by Disney. But, I just don't. I guess I just don't understand the excitement behind Disney movies anymore. Like, a sequel to Freaky Friday, didn't that come out in like 2003? Why do we need it? Why do we need it now of all times? Why are there Disney adults who still get excited about the cartoons that come out? I don't understand that either. The last movie that came out, the last Pixar movie that came out, I think flopped really bad. Was that Elio? Is that what it was? I think it was about like aliens or something. I don't remember. I don't know. Regardless, it's basic. Sorry. Yeah, and then for the old school out there, it's the 35th anniversary of TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they are, at least from my understanding, rerunning that in certain theaters across the United States, I believe. So that all those come out this August supposedly. So hopefully there's something in the movie theater for everybody this month. I don't know honestly what I would go see. Maybe Nobody 2 because it comes out right around my birthday. But I haven't seen the first one, so I don't know. If anybody recommends the first one, maybe I'll watch that. But I heard it was good. I just never got around to watching it. But with the Fantastic Four being done, and with the Fantastic Four being watched, and Marvel not putting anything out until Spider-Man Brand New Day, which, hey, we got 2 teasers for that already, so that's pretty cool. But with nothing coming out until then, I believe, there's really not much I would go watch, I don't think. Maybe Caught Stealing? I don't know. I've never been a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles guy. I liked the show when it was on 4Kids, is that what it was? It was on like every Saturday or something. I really enjoyed that show. And then they went to the future and it got really weird. Yeah. Anyway. Video game wise, we have Mafia the Old Country, Gears of War Reloaded, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and Madden 25. There's more than that. There's like Destiny Rising or something I think is coming out, but those are just the notable games that I saw that I feel like all of them are pretty decent. The Mafia the Old Country is the one I'm a little concerned for. Just cause excuse me. I feel like out of all those games I just listed, Mafia the Old Country is the only one whose fan base hasn't really been, what's the word? You guys have been very hot and cold. Not you guys, but like the games have been so hot and cold that it's like the first one, great. Second one, shit. Third one, eh. You know what I mean? Like it's rather been downhill. So I don't know how this new one's gonna be. Since it's a prequel, you kind of hope that it's all right. But if it's a prequel, that means they have to take away mechanics because it's not like they. I guess they didn't have to take away mechanics, but like, if you had a favorite weapon to use in the newer Mafia games, going back in time, it's not gonna let you have that weapon still. Yeah, that weapon wasn't made around that time, but What do I know? I've seen a little bit of it. It looks like it'll be alright, but yeah. Gears of War Reloaded. Man. PlayStation's getting all the Xbox games now, aren't they? Waiting for Fable 2. When Fable makes the jump from Xbox to PlayStation, when it makes that jump, that's when we will actually live in harmony in the universe, in the world. People will stop hating each other for no reason, which is why it'll never happen. I hate to break it to you guys, and if it does, I will eat another bowl of the spicy fucking rice cake shit. I'm getting mad at it now. That's how hot it is. I don't have any more drinks. My wife never came and brought me one. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This is interesting because I've never been a Metal Gear Solid fan. Like, I've tried Phantom Pain when it came out, and I was like, boy, I suck at this. I don't want to play it. But I heard that Metal Gear Solid 3, which is what Snake Eater was, right, was a really good game. I heard it was a really good game. And the fact that they remade it, and they didn't remake it with Kojima, which I know is a big kerfuffle amongst people. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to try it. You know what I mean? But I also don't know. I don't want to spend the money on a game that I'm like, yeah, it's good for 20 minutes, and I'm like, man, I don't want no more. That's just not. That's just not fun. You know what I mean? I put Madden on this list for Red because I know he's gonna play it. I know he's probably gonna stream it, and all you guys can have fun watching him play and beat the shit out of this game, and it'll be fun for you guys. I probably won't watch it. I might watch it. I might put it on. I'm not playing it. I will not play a Madden for the rest of my life. You probably have to pay me in order to do it, but who knows? I'm gonna text my wife again. Because if I'm gonna finish this, I need something. It's starting to coagulate. You know what I mean? Like, it's thickening as it gets colder. My God. Just gotta deal with the pain. And the rice cakes are getting hard. Oh, so they get fucking real chewy. I don't think that one cooked all the way. Did not. Spent that long chewing that one freaking rice cake. It's sad. For the love of my people. I have like 5 left. 6 left. I can do this. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to watch this, but damn, I didn't expect it to be this hot. I figured I could get it done and out of the way. But I kept pushing it off because it was so hot. I don't think I'm doing too bad, though. You know what I mean? Like, a really hot dish and a spicy dish. I'm sorry, it's cold now, but doing a podcast at the same time. Whew. Whew. All right, I got one left. We make it to the end, and I'll just down the like all that sauce, and I'll down all that. Okay, so for today, and I guess this week, the main topic for this podcast. Hold on 1 second. Megan! You hit me a Monster and a Coke. It's so hot. Alright. Hopefully that didn't catch up on the thing. I'll rewatch it and find out. But regardless. It's so hot. It burns so fucking bad. I'm out of boba. I hate you, Nick. You should have been here. I hate you, Zach. You should have been here. It's just me suffering in silence. That boba almost went down my throat. I gotta stop. It's so hot. What? Thank you. You're the best. I love you.
Yep, love you too.
Okay. Anyway. Now that I have actual drink. Coke vanilla. You first. Alright, so the main topic for this week, since it's just me, I don't know what the hell to talk about. I can't talk about much, at least to myself, because I already do that all day, and it's pretty crazy. I don't know if that helped. Nope. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to ask you guys, guys, gals, pals, whatever you are, whatever you may be, not my business, doesn't bother me. I want to know what you guys want to see from this channel. It's like a little bit of a survey podcast. I want you guys to leave a comment with something you want to see, something you'd like to hear more of, what you think we should do, what we should talk about, if there's anything that interests you that maybe we can bring up. I know, oh my god, I can't think. My mouth is on fire. Breathe. Become the Iron Fist. Alright. So, yeah. I don't know what Nick wants to hear from you guys. This, again, since he's not here, this is literally just me. This my podcast, my thoughts, my opinion. Granted, I guess I represent both of us in this point, but I know we already cover a wide range of stuff. Not necessarily the best of stuff. But I still would like to know. I still would like to hear from you guys, because the audience, what's the point of putting stuff out if the audience doesn't like it? You know what I mean? So, like, if you guys would be interested in more streams, what games do you want to see streamed? Do you want to see more multiplayer games? Do you want to see more single player games? Do you want something that's story focused? Do you literally want just a nice chill kind of vibing kind of thing? Do you like the challenge videos that Nick's does, where he, like, the Big Mac in under a minute challenge? That's not a challenge, but this, now I understand what he was going through afterwards. This buldak, you know what I mean? Like, that, to me, that's a challenge. Trying to do a podcast while eating it, that's a challenge. Holy moly. Yeah, just I considered, since, I'm getting back into Pokemon, like, would it be cool if we posted a pack a day video where, like, for like a year straight, somebody opens a pack of Pokemon cards, whether it's me or him, just to see what we pull. Like that kind of stuff. Do you want movie reviews? I mean, that's something that I could do. It's not out of the question. It'd probably be less of a movie review and more of a movie discussion, maybe, if we can get some people involved in that. Because again, I'm not good at this pre-recorded stuff. If you get me live, not that it's better, but it's better. I think it's better. It feels more natural than it is to just record and do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just let us know in the comments. Golden shower us with your thoughts, and we'll address them as we can. I know he's wanting to do T-shirts here soon. Coffee mugs, I think, is something he talked about. I have written down underwear. I don't know if you guys really want our faces on your. I don't want to say that. I was to say, do you want our faces on your privates? That's not appropriate. I apologize. But anyway, I know, I know, we do have some stuff planned. Like, I know Red wants to keep doing Red, same thing. He wants to do more eating challenges. I know he and I talked about doing like a Hot Ones challenge or something like that. He wants to do, like, when we hit 100 followers, like doing an oyster thing or something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, I'm down for it. I don't hate it. I just, I'll 9 times out of 10, I'll probably put anything in my mouth. But if I puke, I puke. I'm not gonna. Like, I know probably nobody wants to hear that, but that's the God's honest truth behind that. Because holy moly, if I don't like it, I'll probably puke it up. So yeah. Let us know though. I mean, we're at the point now where we're podcast first, and then we do other stuff second. I think, at least that's how I interpret it. And I think that's how it should be. Yeah, we do some streams every now and again, and I know this week I kind of fell off. I was like, I had a lot of stuff going on. My brother had surgery Friday, so not that that's an excuse, but there's just a lot of family stuff going on at the moment. I know I think Friday he left up to Wisconsin with his family, so it wasn't a good weekend. That's all it was. Not that it wasn't a good weekend, but it wasn't a good weekend to stream. But yeah, I mean, I'm not against 98% of the ideas that people have. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that can be done, I'm probably for it. If it's something that it's like, hey, it's gonna take some time to like you're gonna have to be away from your family, then it's kind of like, I don't want to be away from my family any longer than I have to be. You know what I mean? Like, I've already done stuff like that. I don't want to do it again. But I know that it's a little slow. I know he's wanting to put some stuff out like every day. That's hard to do, and I know I let him down on that. But yeah, we're trying. I'm trying. It's a lot. My job's been kind of kicking my butt here recently. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to get into it, especially people at work hear this podcast and they're gonna be like, "What's going on?" Shut up! I don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it either. I don't think they care. Anyway, yeah. So let us know. Leave comments. Say something. Do something. If you want to see something in particular, say it. Maybe we'll do it. We'll shout it out. You know what I mean? I do appreciate all you guys for listening, watching, retweeting, reposting, doing whatever it is that you guys do that helps us grow. It's been amazing. Again, I don't have statistics, so if if you followed and you were wanting a shout out, I'm sorry, I don't have that information. That's all Nikki. It's all Nikki boy. So it is what it is. I apologize. We'll get you next week. We'll say that. I will say, since Red's not here this week, we can talk about what makes me red. Other than these fucking noodles. Because fuck these noodles. Rice cakes. There's been so much in, I think, the last 2 or 3 days that has annoyed me. It's really small, stupid stuff. So it's not even like, it's not like I got into a car accident. You know what I mean? It's not like anything bad happened, nothing. It's just, man, it sucked. That's all it is. It sucked. But, we went to the store today, right? We went to a store. We went to 2 stores. We went to 2 stores. The first store we went to is I don't want to say their name because I know people who work there. But I'd say it's like a farm supply store. You know, where you can buy like gardening tools and landscaping tools. And we were trying to find a tamper, which for any of you who don't know is a large flat piece of metal, like an 8x8 or a 10x8, connected to a long pole that that's heavy. You know, it's metal. You just tamp the ground down to flatten it out. Seems pretty self-explanatory, at least to me. But I've also seen my dad use one. Yeah. Maybe that's how I knew. Anyway, we went to the store. And we're looking for it, can't find it. We checked the gardening section, we checked the landscaping section. Didn't have it. Nothing. Couldn't find it. So my wife asks one of the people walking around stocking, I think. She goes, "Hey, where are the tampers? Do you guys have tampers?" And the guy's like, "I don't know what that is." And my first thought isn't like, "Oh, okay." No, my first thought is, what the fuck is wrong with you? You work at a goddamn farm store where they have that kind of shit. How do you not know what you fucking have, bro? Like, the fuck? And my wife proceeds to tell him, "Oh, it's a thing that levels out the ground because you can smack it like on the ground and it levels it out, like tampers it." And he was like, "Oh, no, I don't know what that is. Do you want me to call somebody about it?" It's like, "Well, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd like to know. We'd like to know if you have it." So he calls. Somebody tells him that they're in the back corner. So we go find it. Yeah, they have them. Cool. Awesome. Let's get it and get the hell out of here. Because what the fuck? What the fuck? I just maybe it's I know it's not a big deal. I know in the grand scheme of the universe that we live in, the fact that one dude does not know what the fuck a tamper is, even though he works in a place where you should know what the fuck a tamper is. I know it's a small thing. At the time, it was very frustrating and annoying. And like, come on. Learn what you sell at the very least. You know what I mean? Anyway, we go to another store. And I'll say Walmart, but I don't give a fuck. It's Walmart. Walmart. What the hell are they gonna do to me? That they already haven't. I understand to a degree of maybe no, not even saying it and thinking it. I don't think it's true. We had to go buy pregnancy tests because we be fucking. Um, she's gonna hate that. I think it's funny. Anyway, we went to go buy some pregnancy tests, and they're locked up like with condoms and stuff, and like now we have to go find an associate who has keys, mind you, who has keys. There's some that don't. They just don't have keys. So they got to go find somebody who has keys. So we had to wait for somebody to go find somebody who had keys. annoying, ridiculous, honestly. But it was just, I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, pregnancy tests, condoms. Why are you? If somebody is stealing these items, 9 times out of 10, I can almost guarantee it. It's not because it's funny. It's probably because they're like underage, embarrassed, and maybe ashamed. There's just probably a small dose of that in there. Who knows? Not my business. I don't give a fuck. Point being, if it's being stolen, it's probably because somebody needed it. They didn't have the money for it. They probably don't have the money for it because they start in a situation where they can afford to probably be pregnant. You know what I mean? Why would you prevent safe sex by locking up the condoms? Like, I understand, the whole idea of like, oh yeah, you shouldn't have sex until you're one, outdated. Don't care. No, it's outdated. Nobody follows it. I don't care who the fuck they are. Actually, I do know somebody who followed that, and yes, he's doing all right. Whatever. Regardless, very outdated concept to wait until you're married to be banging. Why would you want to be stuck with somebody that you're banging and you don't like the way they bang? You know what I mean? Now you gotta go get a divorce, which is also frowned upon in your religion. We're not getting into that. Sorry. Point being, why? In my opinion, why would you put condoms and pregnancy tests in a glass case that requires keys, which would then probably more than likely cause some sort of embarrassment from people who need these supplies? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I condone underage. I don't. Kids, in my opinion, kids should not be fucking till they're 18 at the very least. But I know how people are. You know what I mean? Like I watched people in my high school who were under the age of 18 get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like I seen that shit happen. It happens. It's just life. But maybe if the condoms hadn't been locked behind a glass case, maybe they wouldn't have gotten pregnant, and you wouldn't have had a fucking 16-year-old with a fucking baby on the way. You know what I mean? Like we don't need that as a society. That's not okay, in my opinion. I mean, after whatever you do at 18, that's your business. Actually, it's none of my business when you're underage either. Maybe I'm fighting for the wrong reasons. Maybe lock up the condoms. Maybe lock up everything. Yeah, we had to do it with Tide Pods, right? We had to lock up Tide Pods. Fuck it, lock everything up. If you want a goddamn Coke, if you want a cool, crisp, refreshing vanilla Coke, not sponsored, fuck, go get somebody with keys, bitch. Like that's just what you got to do now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm a little too personal, a little too close to the situation right now. But I don't know. I think it's wild that rather than teaching, like, hey, safe sex is important, it seems that the object, the name of the game, is to just be like, no, sex is bad, you shouldn't be having it. And it's like, well, no, people are having sex. What matters is safe sex. You know what I mean? Like, be safe about it. That's all we can ask. That's all I ask. I don't know why I'm asking you. Just do it. Nobody wants AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, whatever it may be. But yeah, I know. I know that was a lot. I know it's going on 50 minutes by myself. I said I couldn't do an hour by myself, but here I am. I'm just 10 minutes shy. I give you more than you ask for. Not a good thing sometimes. Anyway, so while we're at it, since we're at the end here, I'll do Biggie's Big Back Choice of the Week. It was gonna be these fucking noodles if they weren't hot pieces of shit. But spoiler. I guess we gotta do it. We're at the end, right? You guys ready to see me drink this sauce? Are you ready to see me drink this sauce? You want to see me drink this sauce? Alright, we'll drink the sauce. It's gonna suck. That was a bad mistake. Holy shit. Anyway. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, motherfucker. Please forgive me. Yeah, since those noodles kind of suck ass. Monster Ultra Black. I got a 15 pack of this the other day. I drank 2 of them. This will be my 3rd one. Not today. I had 4 energy drinks yesterday. I didn't need 4 yesterday, but I had 4 yesterday. So yeah. Monster Ultra Black, 0 sugar. Pretty good. I think it's cherry flavored to some point, maybe. Can has a nice texture to it. I'm not 100% sold on this. I'll be honest with you. I think it's good in not small doses, but I think like 1 can a day isn't terrible, or 1 can every other day probably. If you mix this, not mix it, don't mix. I mean, you can mix it. That'd be kind of interesting. I should have done that. I prefer the white still. I think the white ultra white 0 sugar, whatever. It's probably the best monster for 0 sugar wise. I'm sorry, hold on. Yep, I'm still here. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It is a decent, solid drink. I don't think I would recommend it over anything in particular. It's probably 2nd place in terms of like 0 sugar drinks. Probably 4th place in terms of like overall monster flavors. I think that Viking berry is pretty good, but I think they're getting rid of that. Anyway, I'm sorry to have rambled at you guys for going on 52 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever this is. If you want to call it a podcast, call it a podcast. If you want to call it dude talking to nobody for 50 minutes, that's fine. You can call it whatever you want. How's that saying go? You can call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner or something. I don't. Again, I don't. I'm stupid. Shut up. Yeah. I don't know. If you guys again, leave a comment saying like what you guys want to see more of. Let us know if you're gonna go see any of those movies, if you're gonna go play any of those games, if you believe in ghosts or not. That's the question of the week. That's one you should really be pondering. Go ponder your orb about, brother, and then share your oats. It's just a living madhouse up here sometimes. But yeah, no. Thanks you guys for being here, for supporting us. Thank you for supporting me in my little endeavor with the solo round of this. It's been fun. I'm sorry the LeBron James of toe sucking couldn't be here. He's a busy man. He's got a kid. You can find him at. I'm not gonna give you his address. That'd be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna end my podcast with I don't know. But yeah, thanks again. You guys can find more of us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky, I believe. Yeah, because that's the one I'm in charge of, and I'm sorry if I do a piss poor job of it. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good week at work. If you go to work, I guess. If you don't work and you're just enjoying your time at home, more power to you. But yeah, hopefully we can get some streams in or something, and we can chit chat with you guys more. Bye.